Welcome to my first YouTube video. So today we're going to learn how to take wig measurements. First, we're going to learn about the circumference of the head. For the circumference of the head, you want to measure all around the head. Position tape measure so its edge follows the hairline around the head and nape of the neck. So with this mannequin, I just want to show you how I have it at the hairline all around. Now you want to go right above your ear, and for this mannequin it really doesn't show a good size of a head, but your measurement will not be up on the back of your head. Your tape should be around your nape, so it should be here. But as you can see here on the mannequin, you're capturing the ear, and you don't want to do that. So for the sake of this video, and it's not a human head and we know it's not going to be perfect, but it gives you a good idea of exactly what I'm saying. Make sure that your tape is to the bottom of the hairline, it's flat, and you read your measurement at the hairline. So here we can see this is a 19.5. A 19.5 is a very small head. So this is your circumference. Your circumference tells you what size wig block to use. So my head is a 22.5, which I have what you call an average big head. I will use a 23 wig block. So let's move to the next measurement. The next measurement is your ear to ear across the front of your hairline. You want to start from one ear and go directly across the hairline to the next ear. And remember, for this measurement, you want to start at the base of the sideburn, up across the hairline, along the forehead to the same point in front of the other ear. So let's take this measurement. We have our one. You start at the base of the sideburn, go directly across to the base of the sideline around the hairline, and you will have your measurement. So that's ear to ear across the hairline. Then you also have what is called ear to ear over the top. So ear to ear over the top is just that. Ear to ear, you want to make sure that you go from ear to ear directly across the head. Noticing how I'm keeping this measuring tape very flat. And you want to stop it here above the ear, so it's 11. You also have what's called ear to ear over the back, under the back. So you go from ear to ear at the hairline, directly across from ear to ear at your hairline. Notice it's more space here. Usually on our heads we don't have as much space, but just go from ear to ear at the hairline across here. And this measurement is usually good to know where to place how long to cut the band if you're making a glueless wig. And I also like to know the points of the ear on my wig block whenever I'm customizing wigs. This gives me a good idea of where the ear is, so I know where the back of the head is. So a little tip is, if you have a very small head, it's a lot of sewing to get 3 bundles in. If you like a lot of hair, you don't have to put a bunch of the 3 bundles in, but ideally I would like to keep all of the long inches in the back. So I like to know where is the ear position on my wig block, and those measurements help tell you that. So we have our circumference, which gives us the wig block. We have our ear to ear over the hairline, the ear to ear over the top of the head, and the ear to ear to the back. Your next measurement is your nape. Your nape is not the width of your neck. Your nape is where your hairline starts on your neck and to the end of your neck. An average size is 5. So I've seen anywhere from 4 to a 4.4 to a 5.5. And these measurements are important because when you get into making wigs, you're going to notice if someone's head is a 19.5 and they give you a 5.5, you want to question that. Usually a 19.5 is going to have a nape of a 4 or a 4.5. So here the nape is a 3. Again, this is a mannequin head. It isn't too realistic, but I'm just showing you the main concepts. You want it to align where your hair starts on one side and ends on the other side. And those are your measurements for your nape. Next, we have front to nape. So the front is just that. It starts at the middle of your forehead at your hairline and goes directly down the middle of your head and stops at the nape. Here, this is 13. Again, I am keeping this flat on the head. You want to give accurate measurements. Do not give your overestimated measurements. Give accurate measurements when you're dealing with someone that knows exactly what they're doing. From your accurate measurements, they'll know how much wiggle room they have. So that's your front to nape. Front to nape. And I want to discuss, lastly, it's the temple to temple. Again, because this is usually the measurement that is given to me wrong. Temple to temple is from here, directly across, go directly across the head. Do not go from temple above temple to the back. Your temple to temple starts at one point of your temple and go directly across the middle of your head to the other side. So let's take this. Usually I say is at the hair corner. If your temple to temple hair come out here, start out here. So we're going to go from the hairline directly across and take the measurement of a 13 for your temple to temple. So again, that's how we take accurate measurements for customized wigs. So let's just review. We have our circumference, which tells you what size wig block to use. You have your front to nape, temple to temple, ear to ear across the hairline, ear to ear over the top, ear to ear underneath. I hope you enjoyed. If you need more details or have any questions, please feel free to drop me a line. Thank you.